We ready?
You're good.
Yeah.
Frank's good.
Frank's ready. All right. First rundown of the new year, brought to you by Draft Top. Draft Top bar tool designed to remove the top of aluminum beverage cans so you can experience the full aroma of drink right out of the can. They're American made and creates one incredibly smooth edge that safely turns your can into a cup. It's perfect for adding garnishes or mixing drinks. There was the old me, my life before Draft Top, and now there's the new me, my life after Draft Top. Enjoy your beer as the brew intended, topless. Is that blurry or am I losing my vision?
No, there's some glare on it. That's wild handwriting too, though. Who wrote that?
I don't know what's going on with my eyes. Strange.
Noodle?
Think about the orange.
Yeah.
The orange doesn't help.
Yeah, maybe. It's like very not clear to me. Anyways, NFL recap. Two big things. We'll start with you, Frank, as we have you on the rundown watching the Dolphins game. That picture of you, Frank,
That's a special one.
that was one of the most unbelievable visuals. Did everyone I saw it when I watched, and I mean, it took my breath away. It looked like you got run over by a steamroller.
Somebody said it looked like he was poured into a seat. Like
That's
you just
how
poured him out of a
Well,
bucket.
watching that game, it felt like I was run over by a steamroller. I knew the Dolphins were doomed when I saw, "Hi, I'm Kevin Harlan. I'm calling this game." I have never seen my teams win a single game that Kevin Harlan has broadcast, including the Miami Dolphins, who I think are like 0-71 when he calls their games.
Did that game have relevance for the Dolphins?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
They won, they would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's
And now
relevant.
they're
pretty
home.
big. Yeah, pretty relevant.
Now they're home, 10-6, while the
10-6 and not making the playoffs is always
While the
a
Washington
fucking
football team is 7-9, and if the Eagles would have not tanked the game last night, which was totally shameful.
I have
fuck off.
zero problem.
Zero.
I saw the Giants fans. Tommy's
Biggest
going to
fucking
you
crybabies
were
in the world.
6-10, and you can come on.
People
Well,
mail
this
it
is
in
where
on
we
week
go
17 all the time.
Now, if you're 10-6, I can live with it complaining. Still, the team's not in the playoffs.
That's the breaks, man.
6-10,
Hey, at 6-10, I mean, look, it's not the Giants' fault they were in a bad I have no problem with tanking as like a season long, like we're not going to try like the 76ers, but I actually think they did more harm than good. Like Doug Peterson might have lost his locker room last
I mean,
night.
That might be the case, but
like
also
for 3 higher picks, I don't think that's
shit
worth
that
it.
happens. Like I don't
Disrespectful to the game.
You rest every single final week of the season. There's some team resting starters who fucks over another team who's trying to get in. It happens all the time.
But those don't affect me.
But of course, Buffalo doesn't rest anybody. It's just full steam ahead.
Well, you gave up 60 points, and by the way, the Buffalo Bills. Listen, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Tommy, and then you put the harness in your mother. We ride you, Tommy. We ride you down. Spike you, Tommy. Ride, Tommy, ride. Tommy, does the Buffalo Bills. Minus 17.
One more.
Thank you,
Hey,
Tommy.
one more.
One more?
No. There you go. Whoa.
I think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They
they're
are
a good
playing
fucking team.
So hot. Josh Allen, unbelievable, MVP. But yeah, well, listen.
If the Eagles want to do it, they don't owe anybody else anything.
Usually you rest the starters when you're going to playoffs.
Sure,
Not in that
and I'm not
situation.
saying they're in an identical situation, but I'm saying if teams make a decision for their future, and that's fucking it.
But it wasn't a surprise because the announcers, Al Michaels and Collinsworth, mentioned that the question was already asked. Like, is Sudfeld going to see action?
And he said yes,
And he was
right?
like, no, he was like, eh.
Right.
He
It was-
answered in a way that made it seem like it was probably happening. 6-10, I mean, come on.
Well,
Come on.
The NFC East was an embarrassing division. The NFC least, it should be called now. It was an embarrassing division, and that was the perfect finish for that division. For a team to tank the game, to let Washington win, with a quarterback that basically looked like they could have plucked somebody out of the stands and kind of done a better job than Nate Sudfeld.
Yeah, it was still
I would say like the Eagles fucked me over. They did us dirty, but hey, we're 6-10, so we don't have any a leg to stand on. That's it.
That is
That's the only
100%
response.
fact. Still, the biggest story was that picture. I will never understand what happened in that picture. It was breathtaking. Rundown brought to you by Simply Safe, whether it's from a break-in, a fire, flooding on a medical emergency. Simply Safe Home Security delivers award-winning 24/7 protection. With Simply Safe, you don't just get an arsenal of cameras and sensors, you get the best professional monitors in the business. They've got your back day and night, ready to send police, fire, EMTs when you need them straight to your door. Set it up yourself in about 3 minutes. Plus, there's no long-term contract, no hidden fees or installation costs. Right now, my listeners get a free home security camera when you purchase a Simply Safe system at simplysafe.com/rundown. You also get 60-day risk-free trial, so there's nothing to lose. Visit simplysafe.com/rundown for your free security camera today. That's simplysafe.com/rundown. College national championship set, Ohio State, and what I would say is a decent size upset. Their touchdown underdog destroys Clemson. Alabama beats Notre Dame easily, although they did get the backdoor cover.
Notre Dame is just. I mean, that like graphic they put up for their last like 9 bowl appearances, they're just.
Yeah,
deplorable.
They're on that edge of not. They're the team that's generally where they are. I don't know. I mean, I still think they may be clearly the best 4th team in the country.
Well, that's the thing too, though. It's like anybody you put in that spot,
right,
that's
is going to get
It's not really a Notre Dame thing. It's just the 4th team.
And you know, Notre Dame actually did not play bad in that game. They had a good game plan. They tried to keep the ball out of Alabama's offense's hand, but they just don't have the same level.
Can't hang with them.
They're going to lose 100 out of 100 times.
Right,
I was 2-0 in those games. I like both of them. For the championship, I think Ohio State's going to keep this game very close. It's 8 points or something is the dog. I think it'll be very close. It's a week from today. I'm trying to think of anything else.
That Saban interview was unbelievable. That halftime interview where he was just looking like a grandpa. Like, I mean, he's electric every single time they try to talk to him. I don't even know why they bother doing it anymore. How good? I mean, I don't watch it nearly enough. Is like Jets fans getting excited for Justin Fields, or is that just like he had a good game? Defensive backs from Clemson stunk.
It's tough. He had a bad game, then a good game.
Yeah.
If you're thinking prototypical NFL quarterbacks, clearly I think the Clemson kid's better.
Right.
But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, all Ohio State quarterbacks
Would you
have been
take
shitty.
Justin Fields or would you stick with Sam Darnold?
Darnold.
I'd stick with Darnold too. I think if Darnold goes to like the Indianapolis Colts, he's going to make the Jets pay. He'll go to the Colts. He'll find Frank Reich. Will fix him.
He is
and
the
will
type
make
of
him
dude. Like
star.
a change of scenery will work.
I could see Carson going to the Colts, going back with Reich.
That I can see that too. Whoever goes to the Colts will get fixed, either Wentz or Darnold.
Yeah, I don't like. I like Darnold coming out of college. The Jets have been so bad. I don't know that you can actually judge them.
But I also think it's just like.
But I don't think Fields is like that much better than Darnold, where suddenly that's going to be some game-changing moment.
I feel like it was Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, you need Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen is a like he's turned that team around.
That's what I thought Trevor Lawrence could be, no matter what else the situation was.
Correct.
That's where
think
Darnold gets such a
potentially
pass, where it's like, I know his coach has been bad. I know he hasn't had weapons in a line, but a guy like Josh Allen just kind of fucking
Adam Gase
gets it done.
Adam Gase gets this ridiculous
He's
reputation as a quarterback whisperer. But you look at every team he's ever had, his offenses are terrible. The only year he had good was when he had Peyton Manning.
That's insane. He's one of the worst coaches of all
And
time.
Peyton Manning, you could have anybody coach him, and you'll look good.
Deleted Beans story. Kevin, you were telling me a little bit about that.
This is one of the worst guys ever on the internet.
So if I understand it, because I missed on the internet because I've been in Miami basically I got home last night. Paul was there and I didn't sleep. I literally didn't. My schedule was pretty much 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. saving businesses, no big deal, and then 10 p.m. to like 8 a.m. just a lot of drugs and partying. So there was like nothing in between. So I didn't have time to like.
You're in way better shape than I expected. I thought we were gonna get like.
I haven't had the total meltdown yet
It's
because
coming?
my body
Is it coming?
is probably still has stuff in the system.
Yeah.
So
this dude said it was a long Twitter thread. It was like 15 tweets. He said he was doing a jigsaw puzzle. His 9-year-old daughter comes up to him and asks him for baked beans for lunch. And he said, sure, like go make yourself some baked beans. She couldn't open the can. He forced her to learn how to use a can opener by herself for 6 hours while he continued to do his puzzle because he needed to teach her like how to survive. And I mean,
So did he get roasted?
roast.
Yeah.
Like this was one of the. It was like we called him Bean Dad. Like he had a nickname and
Yeah.
it was viral and everybody fucking hated him. I think Dan was like the only person who liked him. And then like as the internet goes, like they dug up all his old tweets and he's like weird and racist and deleted his whole account within like 6 hours. It was swift like ball don't lie internet justice, internet 1.0 shit. But
Well, I
he's
knew
one
how
of
to
the
make
worst.
corned beef hash at 9 years old.
Well, Frank,
Of course,
you're built different. That's why.
Did you know how to use a can opener at 9?
Yes, I
Or
did.
Did you
In
just
fact-
fucking chew open through
Some
that can?
guys,
In fact,
just
my
are built
parents
different.
used to make me use the can opener to get the vegetables ready for dinner.
Yeah.
How old do you think you were when you first used a can opener?
Probably about 8 or 7.
Yeah.
8 or so. So 2 years ahead of this little bitch who can't even get a fucking can open at 9. Look at you, Frank.
What's up with
he's
the-
built different.
Literally and figuratively. What is up? Are you a Brooklyn Nets fan?
Yes, I am.
Huh.
Jersey guy.
There used to be the New Jersey Nets, so I
Follow
kind
him.
of
Got it.
gravitated
All right,
back
okay,
to
got it.
over to Brooklyn.
So you
How
like
much do you hate
Kyrie?
Kyrie?
He's the one of the worst
Kyrie is
humans
driving
ever to
me
walk.
nuts.
He'll never.
I mean,
he'll
every
never work.
shot, it's like he's they should call him Mason now because he's laying bricks.
Hey, got him.
I don't remember. Oh,
Round of
standing
applause. Wow, Frank.
Did you see when and as the world turns and people don't like Barstool? I don't know what time, whether we're in Miami already or after, but when Kyrie was putting the scents at the Boston Garden at the TD
Yeah,
Center,
the sage,
yeah,
yeah.
to get rid of the demons of being there. So we
We got roasted.
yeah,
for
we
that.
got
I mean,
our
'cause
main
his
accounts
family's
like
Native American?
Yeah, it was something like Kyrie's trying to get rid of the bad juju from
Yeah.
and we
it was,
got
that was
roasted.
like a very tame caption.
Yes, it was nothing. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
well,
there
the
they
Nets
go.
are 1 in
Not
4
ru-
since
making
then.
fun of voodoo again.
Indigenous people. Like, oh
1
my
in 4
God.
since he did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Also,
How long before Durant is like, I fucking hate Kyrie and you're ruining this whole thing?
That's probably going to be in about 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
making up stories, the bean guy. We had just the other day this girl, a female, I guess journalist or in sports media from Clemson.
Oh, she like just graduated, I think. So she
tweets out this long thing about somebody offering her a job via text for like $100,000, saying it was from us. Totally fake. And there was a line in there. I read it, and it's like, we expect you to be like flirty and dress appropriately on camera. I think that's the line she had an issue. Whatever, had nothing to do with us. And she's like, this is women in sports. Again, so obviously fake. So and everyone who hates it underneath is like, typical Barstool, of course Barstool. So I quote you, and I'm like, catfish, not us. Probably do an ounce of research. And then her response, she didn't apologize. She's like, I know it's probably fake. I was just showing what we deal. It's like, how about just not putting our name in it then?
How can you say like it's fake, but I'm just trying to show you what we deal with? It's like, well, it's not real. You don't deal with that.
right,
It's not real.
How about getting the thing you really? How do post the real
Right.
job offers? So whatever, it is what it is. I feel like right now, for the first time, Dan actually called me or texted me when I was in Miami. He's like, if Barstool was a stock, like stocks,
Yeah.
during the course of last year, we probably hit public perception low or one of
Yeah.
them, and now
All-time
we're, I
high.
think, the highest we've
All-time
ever
high.
been. Yeah, and good for, by the way, this tweet is coming for all the people like. There's so many. Say what you want about Barstool. Or
Yeah.
say what you want about Dave.
But
No buts.
No.
Like the reason we did this is because we are who we are, and like we've been real
I
for
feel like
fucking 2 decades.
It's kind of like it's all built towards this moment.
Yes.
Like everything has happened so that this can all unfold.
And our fans who have been with us forever have nice little sledgehammer right now when someone bang
Yep.
shut
Did you see?
up.
So Deadspin did like the top 100 idiots of the year.
Was I on it?
And no, but so number 4 of the year was Kurt Schilling, and it was like I didn't think Kurt Schilling really had like that bad of a public year. And a couple people were tweeting thinking that
It had to be.
and they were like, we can't do Dave anymore. So who can we put in there? Like, let's just go back to the well with like Kurt Schilling because he's an asshole. And it was supposed to be you, which makes
He's
a lot of sense.
He's always on standby shilling.
Exactly. Like you can always slide him in, and people will go, "Yeah, that dude." Like he's always said something within the last 6 months, Because if they tried to say you were the
Yeah, it's
fourth
tough
worst person
right
on the
now.
internet, like
The people that and so Paul obviously was with me, and thank God for. Usually it's like, oh Gaz, but I needed somebody with me to make all these calls during Miami. The people that I'm talking to it's surreal. Like even just today, in the span of 10 minutes, I talked to Kid Rock and Sylvester Stallone. It's fucking crazy.
It's a wild name.
Yeah.
It's a wild
and like
name.
they reached out, it's like, hey, Sly wants to talk.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like,
that's some
all
of those names you dropped.
Yeah, and Kid Rock talked to 2 seconds ago. It's like
How is Kid Rock?
awesome.
He seems like a dude who I think like kind of gets clowned, but like would be an awesome guy. Yeah.
Like unsolicited 100K
Yeah.
donation. Like, how can I do more? Sly's doing 250. He's like, how can I do more?
where do you think this? How high do you think this goes?
I have no idea. It's like I think we've had so many like normal people, like 130,000. So donations from individuals, we now have to get like corporate.
Yeah.
Because
We can just
that's
be like,
how
here's
you,
a mill, here's a 5
yeah,
mil, here's
yeah,
you know.
right. So
but I think I feel like that's
could happen. It
tangible,
slowed down a little bit from New Year's to now, but the videos are so compelling that I don't know.
Is there like a end date to maybe like force it, or just like we're gonna keep?
No,
going forever?
as long as we get the money, we'll keep doing it because we're having so many submissions. And shout out to Liz, who's like doing yeoman's work. We have 10,000 emails, 15,000. So she's going through them, and now we have a team. But it's a lot of work, clearly. But yeah, we won't, as long as we have money to give, we'll keep giving it because we never will have enough money to give. If the donations slow down, we'll end up putting ourselves out of business because we'll have such a huge payroll with not enough money to like match it. So we'll just keep doing it as long as we can do it. But yeah, the names it was obviously Guy Fieri, who raised like 20 plus million.
Guy Fieri's just
I've talked to him a
perfect.
ton.
Emergency press conference from the mayor of Flavortown. Our sister nation, Barstool Sports, has done amazing things to help support small businesses as they fight to stay on their feet during these unprecedented times. After many closed-door meetings with their president, Flavortown has elected to endorse the Barstool Fund.
Brady tweeted about it. Right?
Brady tweeted. Aaron Rodgers been on the phone with him. Liz almost freaked out on that one.
Scott Hansen yesterday on
Scott
the,
Hansen.
shouted out.
I'm trying
Red
to think.
Zone.
There's a lot more. It's just crazy.
Also, just some like not famous people who are throwing around like some big numbers for people who are just like.
We had a
regular
guy,
guys,
a Bitcoiner, donate 250 grand without telling us. Like, and he just tweeted, I thought it was fake, and then it's real. We had a guy, we saw him at the hotel, and he donated 100, and Paul showed us, like, who is this? Is this real? We saw him walk in the hotel. He's like, I'm the guy who did 100. I was shit-faced and saw a video, and I just, like, did it. I was like, all right, awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm almost more impressed with those people than
100%. 100%. Dana White, talked to him. He did 100 in a second. So it has been kind of surreal and great. So it's been a high moment for Barstool. It is a second job in very Barstool fashion.
Oh, dude, your Gary Vee stream was the funniest thing.
That
I
went on
watched.
forever.
I was watching you. I mean, he wanted to know your top wrestlers and your favorite baseball cards, and just knowing you, I was like, Dave
We had a
does
table
not
full
want to
of
talk.
like girls
Dave
ready to go. It's
does
like,
not
I
wanna
gotta
talk
go.
anymore.
I told him I had to go. He's like, someone knocked at his door. He went to get it. He's like, just keep talking. So I talked to the live stream alone. It's like, I think I'm being held hostage. Like, I've told him
The last person on earth who would want to do that.
the 10 times I've told him I have to go. And he's like, all right, 5 more minutes. Like, no, I gotta go.
Can we go take a step back? We'll come with a little more talk, but can you one more time for the people that just joined, a little more awareness to the Barstool Fund and ask for maybe people get involved? I'll be back in 20 seconds.
Yeah, Barstool Fund, donate. We're raising money for small business. He's out. I'm in Miami, so I go shower. I have people coming over, so I don't know how long this thing's going on for, like another 6 hours. But in the meantime,
like, I have to go.
It was awesome.
So, yeah, but it's been crazy. Anything else?
No.
All right, then that's it. Rundown. I have a pizza review tomorrow, but I will send you.
Nice job, Frank.